introduce yourself.
I'm Tapan Bhat. I manage what we call front doors, which are front page my Yahoo toolbar, community products.
So everything, Tapan. You're like, you have a
several
huge
products at
empire at
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Explain why this is important, this launch to you.
This launch is important for the first time. We're really trying to create a very relevant experience throughout Yahoo and pulling together the best of the web and putting it on Yahoo. And actually, the other pieces is socializing what we have.
Right.
So to creating great context, which we already have through Yahoo Movies, TV, etc., and then pulling together the people dimension into everything we do.
Right. Now, do you expect you have a lot of open parts of it? You had some partners you opened with today, you know, on the top of the toolbar, in the mail, in various places on the homepage. How many can that get to? I mean, ultimately, you want to be the sort of distributor of everything, don't you?
We want to, you know, part of the whole thing with relevance is as the web is fragmenting, everyone cares about one or two things in particular, and those one or two things are very different, and we need to be able to present those things to people. And so our goal is to have as many applications across as many interests as possible.
Right.
And then it becomes about the relevance filters and the relevance engine, so we know how to match that content to the right user.
So how has the launch been so far, the new homepage?
It's actually been very successful. I mean, we're in rollout right now. We are doing testing. We're finding out some things that work and some things that don't. And actually at this phase, finding out the things that don't work are as important as the things
So what's
that
not working? What hasn't worked?
So we talked about how, where we had put the mail icon previously, which actually caused a lot of pain to users. And they said that they had lots of extra clicks. And so we didn't, you know, we fixed that. We moved the mail link back into the services area. Something else that we've seen is people really like the mail aggregation piece, where we're aggregating Gmail
so you
and
can
AOL
see what
accounts.
you have, right?
Yeah, it makes people more productive. Something else that we did that was probably not a good idea was we showed people their whole portfolio, but a lot of people wanted to know, hey, great, you gave me the portfolio, but you took away the NASDAQ link. So we actually added that back last week.
All right,
so things like that.
So how do you differentiate yourself from Facebook? Because you're socializing Yahoo, but you're not really a social network.
Yeah.
Except that you kind of are.
Well, the key is what we're trying to do is we've got these amazing contexts. We've got all these things that people come to Yahoo for. We've got mail, you've got, which is about communications. You've got news, sports, TV, on great media properties. And in that mode, people it's like the real world. They're talking about movies. They're thinking about movies. And so then to be able to put the social dimension in those contexts is what makes us very differentiated.
Right, which Facebook doesn't have.
Which no one else has. Because we are the only player on the web right now, or off the web, that has both the contexts as well as the social dimension. And when you tie these together, you can create a very different experience, especially when you add in the open piece.
Right.
Because then you've got the best of the web right there.
Right. Well, Tapan, good luck. I like it.
Thanks.
Very nice stuff.
We hope you'll use it.
Of course I will. I'm watching you very carefully, Tapan. Ash, come over here.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
Who am I again? Okay. Hi, I'm Ash Patel. I head up the Audience Products Division at Yahoo.
So now why is this important, this open and social? Not OpenSocial, but open and social.
So what's really important for us is ultimately we want to be the place where people start their lives on Yahoo. Millions of people already do on the front page of Yahoo, in Toolbar, in My Yahoo, in Mail. We want to turn those experiences into being much more relevant, much more socially relevant, and much more relevant in the fact that we want to let the services that people use around the web, bring them into those starting points, and sort of bring the best of the web into the experiences they already know, they already love, and to make them more relevant and more useful and more utilitarian.
Now, how does that differentiate? Microsoft's kind of introduced a similar thing. AOL has. Obviously, there's Facebook. How do you guys introduce your? How are you different?
So for us, I think a lot of ways we differentiate. I think we do have the leading starting points on the web, the leading mail, the leading front page, the leading personalized portal. We differentiate, one, for the developers because they have the hugest audience to go after. Secondly, I think it's the way we introduce them, the user experience, the way we put the experience in front of the user. And then I think, you know, in the developer offerings too, we have a very rich set of data. We have some great APIs. We have a really good developer offering. You can talk to some of the developers that are here, and I think
they're interested in your audience. They're definitely interested in
the interested in your audience, but our platform is actually very rich too, and they're able to get to a lot of rich data and to do some interesting things. If you look at mail, I mean, that is sort of the scrapbook to people's lives. That is the wealth of data that's
That's
there.
a nice way of putting it. It's true.
And it is, how do you take the chaos and the data that's there, create interesting applications for people to really sort of make useful, more what's the word I'm looking for? More relevant experiences.
Right. So how much an uptake? I mean, you have a lot of competition. How much an uptake do you expect people to start using it?
So I think we're gonna sort of, as we said today, we'll roll it out slowly, and we'll sort of roll it out across the users, as normally do with a lot of changes we put out on the scale that we do. I think we're going to give really good uptake, and we'll also continuously monitor, get the feedback, and continue
And open it more to more developers.
Yeah, we'll open it to more developers, but also with the experience, right? The whole point of rolling this out there is we sort of work at web scale, we get a lot of data back, we get a lot of feedback from our users, and as we see their uptake, as we see what works, what doesn't work, we'll continuously tweak and continue to...
Great, but do you promise no super poking, please? Make that promise to me right now, Ash.
I promise no super poking mail.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Ash.
Okay.